my name is Natalia, and today I'm going to show something that has been requested by you guys, and these are some office or school supplies, and I've come up with something that I think you'll like and will find useful. I'm going to show you 3 things, and the first one I'm going to show you is this little cute up-inspired pin cushion. So this little house has a little balloon on top of it with a lot of these small pins. I really just love that movie, so I'm paying an homage to that. It's really easy to make and it's so decorative. And the second thing I'm going to show you is also a pin cushion, but it is inspired by the daffodil. I think it's called the daffodil. You know, the flower you just blow and then all of the seeds will either go in your hair or in your mouth or wherever. But it looks like this and it has a lot of these beautiful embellishments on it. And then you just pick one of these little seedlings and then attach it to your board, and then it'll keep track on everything important for you. But if you cannot find something that looks like these beads, you can always just take some really beautiful and decorative pins and then make it just like this one. They are equally as beautiful. Now the third and last thing I'm going to show you is an office organizer in a frame. It will keep track on everything important for you. You can just stuff it in the pouch, and then rest assured that this will keep everything safe for you. And you can attach as many of these pockets or pouches as you want, and you can even turn it the other way around if you don't like it this horizontal style. It's really up to you. And then choose a beautiful fabric that would decorate your office or your bedroom. And if you want to see some of these kind of DIYs in the future, be sure to subscribe to this channel. And if you want to see how these are made, stick around and let's just get started. Now I found my wooden house in a toy store, and weirdly enough it has a pencil sharpener in the bottom. But you can easily make this if you cannot find a wooden house like this. Just take a piece of wood and then cut it in the shape of a tiny house. Now when you have your wooden house, it's time to paint it, so paint it in any colors you like and then leave it to dry. Then take your felt ball and all of your pins and then just start attaching all of the pins to the ball until it's completely full. Now we need to attach these needles to the felt ball, so create a little hole inside the felt, then put some glue inside it, and then attach the needles. You can also use a pair of pliers to make it easier for you to attach the needles. Now we need to make a little hole on the top of it, and you can use a nail to do exactly that. Try to wiggle the needle around inside the hole to make it easier for you to pull it out. Put some glue inside the hole and then quickly attach the needles. If you want, you can decorate your house, but that's pretty much it. Your beautiful little up-inspired pin cushion is done! Now make a hole with your pencil in the cork ball, then take your glue gun and then put some glue in the hole, then place your pencil right back into it and then leave it to dry. Now choose the color of paint you want to paint your cork ball, and if you want you can also color the pencil, but that's really up to you. Now hold the bead cap with your plier when you're pouring a little droplet of glue into it. Now use another plier to put the push pin into it and then push it through, and then pull from the other end to secure it. And continue doing this until all of the pins and bead caps are attached to each other. Now the push pins might get covered with glue, but you just pull it off. Now when you've made all of your push pins, you just attach it to the cork ball and create your own dandelion. Last thing we need to do is to remove the eraser, and you can use a plier to do exactly that. Or you can just use some manpower and just wiggle it off. And that's pretty much it. Your dandelion pushpin is completely done. separate the different pieces of the frame because you only need the back piece. Open and spread the fabric over the back piece and then flip the whole thing. Now make the fabric 2 centimeters larger than the back piece because you need fabric to fold over the back piece later on. Now make the marks you need and then cut it out. Then start out by putting a little droplet of glue in one of the corners and then fold the fabric over it. Then continue putting glue down the edges and folding the fabric over it, but be careful not to burn yourself. You can use a spoon or something called a bone to smoothen out the glue. Put a droplet of glue on the corner here and then use your bone to fold it over and smoothen it out. And then you just continue on until all of the edges have been covered. Now we need to make some pockets or pouches for the board. And their sizes really depends on what you want on the board. Pockets for papers or pockets for pencils. Now take the measurements of the paper and then transfer it to the fabric, make the markings and then cut it out. Now to protect the edges from shredding, we need to glue them together. And you only need to make a tiny fold that's 1 centimeter around the edges. So put some glue in one of the corners and then very carefully fold the fabric. And use your spoon or your bone to smoothen out the glue. Then put some glue inside the fold here and then fold the fabric over it and then use a spoon or your bone to press it down. When you've reached the corner, put a droplet of glue on it, then fold the fabric over it and then press it down with your spoon or bone. And then continue this process until all of the edges have been folded. Now you can make as many of these pockets in as many sizes and shapes as you like. And if you want to make it clear as to where the pocket is, you can put some ribbon on one of the edges. Now the placement of these pockets depend on whether you want your frame to be vertical or horizontal. Now place the pockets in however kind of way you want. Then gently lift up in one of the pockets, put some glue in one of the corners and then glue it down onto the board. Then put some glue on the bottom edge and then glue it down onto the board. And again use your bone or spoon to smoothen out the glue. Then put some glue on the edges here and then glue them down on the board. And use your bone and spoon once again. And then continue this process until all of your pockets have been glued down onto the board. And that's pretty much it. Your frame organizer is completely done. I hope you enjoyed watching, and if you did, give this video a like, it helps me out a lot, and let me know down below what you want to see next. And if you want to see the upcoming videos in this channel, you need to subscribe and be part of our lovely DIY family here at the blue toolbox. So subscribe, and I'll see you soon with more ideas. Bye!